Hello everyone, it's Jean. I am stopping by because I have not visited with you all for a little while. I've been trying to get a new camera system up and running, and honestly, it's just at this point now that I think it's gotten on my nerves. So I may attempt it one more time, or it may end up in the return box. So anyway, I'm excited to be here. I've been sharing in Martha Makes Art. She's been doing this really nice marathon of live videos, and I'll be on tomorrow at 2. So I haven't decided exactly what I am going to do yet, but I'm sure I can think of something exciting. So last video, I had shown you all what backgrounds I had made with the shuttle art tempera paints, and they really are a yummy, wonderful, amazing mixed media tool or mixed media medium to use, and I really love them. I need to explore them a little more, and I'm sure coming up next year I will have plenty of time to do that. But I wanted to show you these two particular tags, and what I did with these is I took the background from the tempera paints and I put them on some cardstock, and then I put them on some leftover watercolor paper just to make them stiffer, because the original paper I had made them on, it was a sulfite paper, so it's not very thick, but it's great for making painting and making surfaces on. So I took the background and I used some of my Liquitex modeling paste, and I added some dimension with some stencils. And you can see here, you can see it more white. Here you see it more of a purple and a gold. So after doing that, I have a few stencils that have the shape of a girl. So I put those on, and I will tell you that if you were trying to stencil on top of modeling paste, it can be a little bit tricky because you're not laying it down on an even surface. So I really love how these came out, however, and I also sprayed them with some of my Dylusions ink spray and gave the texture paste or modeling paste a little bit more color. So that's why you can see in some of the areas some purple and some blue on top of that. And I think that adding that just drew out the vibrancy of the tempera paints that I had used on the background. And then I just drew a little like plant here and plant here. And then I also stenciled on a little crown for her. Now that was a little challenging because of the bumpiness of the texture paste here. So if you do this in the order that I did, where you put the texture paste on prior to the stenciling, what you want to do is tape the stencil down if you can. I used acrylic paint to do this and a makeup sponge. And you just have to tap really lightly because you can see some of the places here where the lines got a little bit thicker, so it got underneath of the stencil. So in the future, I will probably stencil first, then do modeling paste. I think that might be a little bit easier. But at any rate, I think these came out really nice, and I love them. I have some other background papers, and I'm going to be doing some more of this bright, beautiful background and color scheme. It's something that I'm not really used to using so much because I have always liked muted colors, which is what are some of the other things that you're finding on my desk today. So that is an update from the tempera paint video. And if you haven't seen that, go back and check it out because the tempera paints are a lot of fun to use. And as far as I recall, I don't remember how much I paid, but they weren't very expensive. The next thing I have been up to is I've been going through my stash and I have been taking some of my ribbons and trims and I've just been running them through the sewing machine. And I have been creating some ruffles. These are some real pretty pinks, and this is a mauve-y color. And here's a darker pink. And I did them in different lengths because depending on what project you're going to use them for, you may need different lengths. This is a piece of just really pretty textured ribbon. This is another piece of ribbon that I have scads of for some reason. And then I did take some lace. Now, you're seeing red threads, and I know that wasn't necessarily the color to use for these, but if you put them up on the side that they're supposed to be, you don't see the red thread. It's just what I had in my bobbin. There's another piece of that, and another piece of this one also. I purchased not too long ago. I don't know if I told you all. It was in a haul that I had done through the thrift store. But I purchased a scarf and I loved the metallic and this. It's almost a sea type blue and it's such a beautiful color. And so I did put it through the sewing machine as well. As you can see, when you rip it, it tears. So when I tack this down, it'll be something that looks really shabby and really pretty. And I love the shabby, tattered look. I don't know about you all, but it's my kind of thing. And then this last one, I did through the sewing machine too, but I think I'm going to redo it and add it to the top of another ribbon. So lots of ribbon in my stash that I can use to create these beautiful ruffles. So that's what I've been doing as of late. I also made some purchases when it was Black Friday on Etsy for a couple printables that I wanted just to kind of have something new and something different to work with. I really love these pages that have the chippy paint, and I'm working on a journal with them. I also got some of these faces. Here's, my machine didn't print it all out, although I don't know why it was doing back and front anyway. But, and then these are really pretty. These are kind of like Polaroids, and I just really like them and the sentiments on them. And then of course here are these, which are really pretty chippy paint. And I think those two are the same. This one's a little bit different, but really pretty papers. Some of them, these particular ones, I got from Amity Bloom, which she is someone I like to watch on YouTube. She doesn't put out videos super often. She may be on Instagram more, but I do like her style, and she seems to be a very sweet person. So I've been enjoying my digitals, and so those are the main things I wanted to show you. I have also made recently, just keeping you all in the loop, I've been making some, let me see if I can find them quickly. It's like you know where one thing is, but not the other thing. So I've been making some gift cards, and I know that me personally, you know, if someone sends me a gift card in the mail, I shouldn't say gift card, I should say greeting card. If someone sends me a greeting card in the mail and they take the time to write it out, it just really makes you feel comfortable with that person, that they really care about you, that they've taken the time to write out a message, no matter how few words they use. But blank cards are always really nice for that purpose. So let me show you these. These are done with some Tim Holtz images. The paper pack that I am using for these, this particular one is called Pearl and Foil, which the designs are absolutely beautiful. So if you like purple, they have a large one and a small one of these. The other one, I'm not sure where it is, but it's also a foil. It has foil in it, but it is, this one is silver, and then the other one is a darker purple with gold, which you'll see in a moment. So these, I used laces. I used some of these little flowers that I got from the Paper Studio that were on sale from Hobby Lobby. And then I used some little sentiments, and I think they just turned out really pretty. This one, of course, highlights the gold. And you can see this one, I added some of the little tiny flowers. And this one is just a dragonfly. Really pretty. So, you know, any of these, even with the sentiments on the front, are really pretty to mail out to a friend or family member. And I just remembered I put these in a plastic bag, thinking that I was going to give a set to my friend, and I totally forgot to include the envelopes. So I'm glad I opened them up today. Now this one is on the silver side, so you can see ordinary people can do extraordinary things. And isn't that true? What was your extraordinary thing today? My extraordinary thing was just getting out of bed. So even something that small, and writing a card and saying, I know some days are hard, but remember, you can do extraordinary things, is a really lovely sentiment, don't you think? So this one is really precious with this little girl. She reminds me of maybe a little Dutch or German girl. So pretty. Of course, as you can see, I like purple. Now, this second paper pad had some more kind of pink in it, I think. But this one's pretty. This one kind of makes me chuckle. You make my heart smile, because it's like she's got this big bustle and hair fascinator there. But all of them are black on the inside, and they're blank on the inside, and they are manila or an off-white color. So there are my cards that are recently made, and that I'm just loving the pink and the purple color palette. I can go from pink and purple to grunge. It doesn't, I probably prefer these types of colors just because I like vintage things. But as far as moving from one color scheme to the next, I'm pretty flexible with that. So I have also started, the one thing that I think is always a challenge for me anyway, is being able to find really pretty papers that are double-sided. It just seems like unless you print them double-sided with your machine, which you can do that, there should be a setting for you to do that. Otherwise, most scrapbook papers that you get nowadays are all pretty much white on the other side. So I have been doubling up on some of these and just making some, gluing 2 pages together, because I wanted to create a journal that has a soft spine. And so the way that you do that is actually very easy. You take your 2 pieces of paper that you're going to add together, or, connect together, and you just put them up beside each other, and then you put your glue on one side and your glue on the other side, and then you press down whatever ribbon or whatever fabric that you're going to use. And then you have a hinge type system, and you just continue adding those together so that you get a really nice set of maybe 5 or 7 of these, and then you combine them later. So that may be what I'm doing tomorrow in my live. So if you're interested, please stop on by. I haven't decided for 100% yet what I'm going to do, but it'll be something fun. It's a really fun, I don't want to say mashup, but it's a really fun panel tomorrow. So if you like fun, come on by, and there will be prizes given away and laughter and fun. And so it's really, Martha is really an amazing host. So I'm just going to cut this out really quick because I want to see how it will look on top of this purple paper. And then I will show you how we can make a pocket or maybe just a little tuck spot or something like that. So let's see what we can come up with here. And I think this looks nice on here. I'm going to use, I don't know, I do have a purple here. Imagine that. I know I had a dauber, but I don't know if it has a empty thingamabobber on it. So let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay. That's a black one. I don't want a black one. Another thing I did get recently was some new foams for my daubers because I had been using Temu ones, which Temu ones are really good, but they seem to pill. And I'm not really, I don't really like the pilling of the stuff. So I haven't gotten any more of them, just using up what I have. So this is Distressed Oxide Dusty Concord. So I'm going to go around the edge of this little paper that I cut out. So it's not going to be exactly cut out to perfection. And I'm okay with that at this point. But the great thing about inking is that it kind of eliminates those cutting errors. Or, you know, if you don't cut something quite straight and you ink it up, you can really still have a piece that works well. So I think for this, I'm just going to make it, for now, a focal point, and hopefully, I don't know if I want to make it a pocket or a tuck, but I will see. Let me see if my glue will come out. I'm getting not low on my glue, but I need to put my glue, more glue in my bottle. So let me just stab this. I don't want to stab me, just this. It's not going in. Okay. Let's see if I can use some some glue that is not that glue. I thought I had some stick glue here, but I don't see it. Imagine that. So, if all else fails, you can use, oops, I thought that was what I wanted, but if all else fails, you should be able to use some I have a really pretty washi tape. I could make a washi tape kind of flip thing, but I really think I wanted to adhere it all the way down. So oh, I'm so ridiculous. I moved some of my things and I just remembered where I put them. So if you don't have your glue handy, or you don't have your glue working, you can always use what I call score tape. And it's kind of an older name. I think my friend Deb calls it tape and tear. But at any rate, what it does is it's two-sided tape, double-sided tape, and I'm only going to put the tape. I usually don't like to use tape for pockets, and the reason is because when you put something in it, it can get caught on the tape. But hopefully we will be able to press this down well enough that that won't be an issue. Now I'll have to remember that this particular pocket is going to have a narrow tag in it. So if I had the glue, we could have used it for more, for larger tags, but it's okay. I like creating tags of different shapes. There's nothing that says that your tag always has to be, the standard tag size. So we're gonna put that down, and then that's secure. And then up here at the top, we'll be able to stick some things in it. So I'll just smooth that down. And then on the inside, we can decide, do we want another pocket? Do we want just something that's a focal point? And I actually thought, I have had these envelopes forever and a day, but when I was looking at this ribbon, I thought, wow, these really match nicely. So I thought I would put one of them on here. But let me think here. We could put one on. Now, because I've had them for a while, where the glue has settled into the product, you can see where it has some browning there, which is okay because we can add things to it to make it look interesting. And I think I'm going to add it right here as a pocket, and I can still use my score tape for that. Once I fill up my glue, I will probably go back and reinforce these, but this score tape happens to be just the exact size of that flap. So we're in good business there. So I'm going to put this, let me just think a second before I put this together. So if I put it up here, it's going to be like any other pocket and just everything go down in. However, if I put it over here, it's going to be a different kind of pocket, flip out, and it's going to have the pocket here. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is put the pocket on this along the side. Just, you want to leave a teeny tiny space. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of overcast here in my room. Leave a teeny tiny space between the fold and where you're placing your flap, because you want the envelope to be able to comfortably move in and out and not bend. So that's about where it should be. And then what we can do we'll leave this side like this, but then we have this flap here, and that looks kind of, I don't really like it. So I can take some of my ruffled ribbon and I can just place that down the side, and I think it will look really nice. Let me look at something a minute. Okay, so this happens sometimes, and thankfully this is very forgiving. So hopefully it's forgiving. Give me a moment. If you look at this and then you look at this, I put it on upside down. So we're gonna, and this is actually turning into the back now, which is fine. I'm just going to put it back down on this side. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you catch them and you fix them. So then we have our flap out here, and we have this nice, more of a plain page here. And then this being the front, we definitely want to add something to it to break up that side. So we can use this. And for this, we're going to need, I'm going to put it on with score tape for now, but I will have to eventually add some glue. And there are some artists that I've seen that do actually double up on some of their adhesives, which is a good idea because you just don't know, especially if you're giving this as a gift or if you're a person who sells their journals, you don't want to have things fall apart. So doubling up on your adhesives is a great idea. And what I've seen a lot of people use just regular PVA over top of things like this, so anything goes really. Now I'm going to use the most ruffly part, and I'm just going to press this down. And I don't want it to be super over the edge, but I want it to be enough that it's going to cover that green flap. And then I can just trim it off here and trim it off here. Okay, piece, let's stick somewhere else, not on me. Okay. And then here. So when we open it, then the very first page has this beautiful ruffle in the front. Open it up and we have a flap, which we will decorate here. And then we have a more solid page. We have something we can do here. This is a very nice page that you can leave just plain if you want to for journaling. And then we have the back where we created this little pocket. So I'm not to be honest with you, I'm not sure how much I love this pocket because of the cream colored border, but I may leave it because it does allow a distinction between and kind of breaks up some of the purple. So I will think on that. So that is the start of our journal, and I'm going to be working on this tomorrow, and we will see how far we get making what I call the Amity Bloom style journal. So the last thing I want to talk about real quick is I am, thanks to all of you and the wonderful people who have stuck by me and watched my videos, fumbling from the beginning, up till today, where they are a little tiny bit better. But I want to speak with you about a 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And the giveaway is going to be honored as long as the channel reaches 1,000 or more subscribers by the end of the year or close to the beginning of the of January. So because I got the announcement out a little bit later, first couple days of January, I will still be checking for entries. But the basic process for this entry or this giveaway is that, number one, my channel has to reach 1,000 or more subscribers by, I'm going to say, what's today, the 5th, by January 5th. So we'll give it 30 days or so. After January 5th, I will then do a drawing. There are some requirements for the drawing. You must be a subscriber. So I know some people subscribe privately, so as long as the numbers are there, and you comment on this video 2 particular words, I'm in, and you must also give in that same comment what you would like to see me do in 2025. If there's a particular video style that you've seen on my channel that you enjoy, please mention that, because I'm in the process right now of kind of revamping the channel and trying to do some more things to make it more creative and fun. And I want to see what you as my audience enjoys the most, because I'm a rather varied person when it comes to creating art. I love doodling. I love junk journaling. I'm mainly a mixed media artist, so if you would like to see more mixed media. I also love to sew, so I'm a novice sewer, so I can't sew amazing things like quilts or clothes or anything like that. But if you like maybe to see more things that I've made sewn, or slow stitching, all those things that I have presented to you on my channel over the last year and a half. Look around, see what you like. If there's something new that you want to see, let me know, And that's what we'll be doing for 2025. So let me just recap. This is a giveaway in which my channel will reach 1,000 or more subscribers by January 5th. As well, I would like you to comment in the description of this video just the words "I'm in" and also the words or what you like about my channel, if you could do that, please, or what you would like to see in 2025. So those people that do those things on this video, of course, will be entered into the giveaway. There will be 2 winners, so make sure that you follow the directions specifically. When I mention to you that I want you to put down certain words, that you do that, because this giveaway is not being publicly announced, so you have to basically watch the video to get the instructions. So hopefully that is clear for you. I do apologize for getting my video out late. I have had some off and on health issues and a couple just depression issues. So I have been dealing with that and trying to press on. So I hope to see you all. Stop by the video and leave your comment. I am planning on sending out 2 very amazing packages to 2 very lucky people, and you will make my heart happy if this is able to happen, and that'll give me the push that I need to get on with 2025 and make this one of the best years ever for YouTube and my YouTube community. So thank you all so much for everything you do, all the beautiful comments you leave me, and I really appreciate your friendship and your support, and I will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye for now.